Welcome to my part 2 video of the bringing up to date of my Tamiya TA-01, the original. It was a Skyline body that I had gotten probably in 1993, I want to say, but the kit had come out in 1991, and I talked briefly in my part 1 video about the car and some of the changes I wanted to make. So this is just the teardown now of the old equipment. I realized I hadn't shown the battery that I originally gotten with the vehicle. I had purchased a Trinity zip pack, an old nickel cadmium. Of course, this is long dead by now. It won't hold the charge, I'm sure, but it doesn't really matter because I wouldn't use NiCad batteries anyways going forward. I have bought new parts for the vehicle, which I will show you. But for now, this is just the teardown. I wanted to go over taking out everything and maybe showing you guys in more detail some of the old stuff. Alright, put this aside. We're not going to need this anymore. Alright, so let's get started. So in my first video, I had mentioned that these old AM receivers, and again this is for any younger RC enthusiasts that aren't really familiar with the history, but before we had the higher frequency 2.4 and 5/8 channels, 2.4 and 4.8 channels, we had AM channels, and this operated at 75, I believe, megahertz. Or is it 20 kilohertz? Either way, we were talking about the frequency and that you needed a crystal in your receiver and in the transmitter, and they had to be matching crystals. This, if this is come out, that is the crystal. I don't know how well you can see that, but, or if that even focuses. Forgive me, I have my camera mounted pretty high, so that is the crystal. Now, I probably have no real need for this unless I do some experimentation with making my own RC. I just want to mess around or tinker, so I will save that. You never know when that may come in handy. Put that off to the side. Alright. Alright, there's the lump. And by lump, I absolutely mean the drivetrain. Part of the drivetrain, half the drivetrain, I suppose. You've got the old brush motor, and I can guarantee you this was no high-end Tamiya brush motor. This was probably just their bare bones motor that they sent. Non-removable end. I'm going to need the pinion and this adapter for the new motor I'm going to be putting in. I'll be putting in a brushless motor, but more on that to come. Okay, so at this point, I pretty much have this as disassembled as I want before I install the new motor, speed control, and receiver. So I think, let's see, do I want to do anything else on this? I think I'll probably... I'm going to have to remove this cover, I believe, so I can get this out, because I will also be adding a drive shaft, a much beefier drive shaft. And that's because with a brushless motor, this thing is going to be spinning a lot faster. And as you can see, it's pretty flimsy. I've seen another video on YouTube where someone had the same chassis, the TA-01 kit. He had it, his was not a Skyline, he had I think the Ford Cosworth, the Ford Escort Cosworth. And he showed where he put in his brushless motor, and he had the RPM so high that this drive shaft was essentially fluttering. And it was just chattering against the plastic mount right here. So I think we should take this off. I may want to use it. Again, I don't like to throw away RC parts. So I don't want to just bend it and yank it out. So maybe we'll probably, hopefully, just have to take this cover off. All right. I know I'm going to have to replace these anyways when I get my new drive shaft. It does come with adapters, newer adapters, so just put that aside. All right. So there you have it. One rolling chassis, ready to accept the new running gear. So some parts are in the mail, some parts have gotten here. Debating or not whether I should just start putting them on as I get them, or just wait for everything to get here and do one video. Regardless, you will be seeing everything as you get to see the evolution from old 1991 designed RC car to an up-to-date brushless, higher frequency controlled, enjoyable hobby grade RC. Alright, thanks guys for watching the video. Until next time, until part 3. Take care. Bye.